All right, what's up, guys? Back at it again. This is gonna be a short one. I know I have to be I know, I know. I have to hold myself accountable and make sure that I'm consistent when it comes to not only, as I've always said, the consistency of just turning on the camera because it's easy. Like there's difficulties of a lot of things. We've grown up under a generation, and I'm gonna make this 10 minutes, by the way. So I think I have a lot of time to just talk about it. I've grown up under a generation where there's been perpetual laziness from school to everything that's been allowed. I'm going to be honest, if school was, let's just say, fair and in the sense of circumstances and and they taught you right and everything, I'm not sure if I would be able to survive under that education system. I almost feel like I got away scot-free, and a lot of us got scot-free. It's not to say that I'm dumb. I'm not dumb at all. I'm intelligent. I'm just intelligent in a very different way. In a different way, in an artistic way, in a creative way. That's how I am. I'm not intelligent in this sort of like mathematician practical kind of way, in this super orderly fashion. I understand that I almost have to, like, I have to be my own manager until there comes a manager, but I don't even want to rely on a manager. I want to be completely self-efficient, because no matter, the more control you have, the better you have. If you just diffuse it to other people, it just becomes more of a thing. Now, of course, you do need a manager at a certain point because it's too much to manage, but I want to have that capability, and you have to sort of self-train that. And for people who have this kind of creative mind and can't really want to do things just spontaneously and spastically out of nowhere and all this stuff, you have to learn how to use that and train that in a way where it will be completely self-efficient and everything. So I think simple things, as being consistent with one simple thing, like in the grand scheme of things, what I'm doing here, is it really difficult? I'm just turning on a fucking camera, a webcam here, and an app that has already been installed by many different people who have created OBS. Like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not really doing anything that is genius, that is like, when it comes to that, I'm just turning on the camera and I'm telling you about my future, and I'm telling you about what I want to become and what I know I can become and all these things. But I know that this isn't, in the grand scheme of things, this isn't really something like that. And I'm telling you right now that my purpose is not streaming. I'm using streaming as a vehicle to get to where I want to fucking get at. I'm using it as that. It's as simple as that. I would be dumb not to use it. Like, I would be dumb. So I have to use it. I'm using this. And I'm using this as an opportunity to elevate certain things about it. Because obviously I watch all these fucking streamers, and a lot of them are lackluster. Like, no disrespect to Aiden Ross, but like, if I was him, which I will be him, I hate like that language. If I was him, I will be fucking him. But let's just say, in this instance, if I was in this position, bro, the fucking things that I would do with that money, the things that I would create, the things that I would implement, the certain structures that I will set in place. Now, that is going to be the case with me. I will set those things, and those things will happen to me. I don't plan to make it a fantasy. This will become a reality, and that's why every time I step in here, so that it can make sure that it happens. And despite my laziness, and despite me waking up late, and despite me having all these inadequacies in my present current life, I will become that person, and I will fulfill the potential. All the inadequacies that I see in all these other fucking streamers and entertainers and all these other people, I'm there to fulfill it. I'm there to fulfill the complexity. I'm there to become the fucking guy in that situation, and I will become that 100%. And so, with that being said, it's taking time. It's taking time, but we're almost there, as I always say. And so, with that being said, I got 5 minutes, so there's a couple other things that I could talk about, but ultimately, that is a part of what I wanted to say. And I won't be a perfect man. I will make mistakes that I never thought I could ever make before, about a lot of things, relationships, certain things here and there, this situation, that situation, many things. But nothing, no matter what it is, you can think of the most embarrassing, most humiliating kind of thing. I don't care what happens. I will live up to the ideal into the man that I've always wanted to be. And no one is going to stray me away from that. No one, absolutely no one, is going to stray me away from that. And so, with that being said, I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing. And no matter what, this will be the case. And so, I'm just pushing. I'm pushing skinny. You already seen, so that I can shave this. I mean, I love the mustache, but and the beard, but that's, it's gonna go because this era of everything. I gotta present the youth, and some that I don't look youthful, but I want to look even more youthful, and I'll look like a, more of a kid once I shave this off. But you get the point. And so, with that being said, um, that I guess that's all that I have to say about that. And I'm working. We're almost close to the job. We're almost close to getting out. We're almost close. Like, we're this close. Like this close. We're this close to getting out. We're this close to, already engaging in the marketing process. I'm already gonna start this month, obviously, with the pre-marketing process to make sure that I prepare everything. So, using other streamers and TikTokers. I mean, TikTokers to clip them up and then boom, run that up, get 1 million views on that, and then translate that and then prepare that for my own thing, so that once I'm in, then I'm ready, basically. So, that being said, that's pretty much it. And I have a lot to do. I can't stay here while my parents are fucking working. I'm out here and I'm here fucking just alone, always, making sure, like, I have to keep pushing no matter what, no matter what my inadequacies. And this kind of, every time that I turn this camera, like, because you're accountable, you're recording it. And not only that, like, you're posting and publishing. And at a certain point, people will come over here and you have to be accountable at that point. There's no, like, holding back anymore. So you have to be accountable. You have to be, say, like, this is what you're doing wrong. This is how you're doing it imperfect. And you have to keep improving and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So, with that being said, that's pretty much it. And so, I guess, that's all I have to say about that in relation to that. And yeah, we're gonna keep going no matter what. But any other technical thing that I need to mention? No, right now I'm just gonna work out. I'm gonna work on my tunes, and then I'm gonna make sure that I'm watching currently Berserk. Actually, I'm watching Berserk, and I was actually gonna watch Oppenheimer again today, but I decided to postpone it. But I'm gonna watch. I'm watching Berserk, which is an anime show, which I haven't watched because I generally don't. It's not that I don't like anime, but I just hate anime people, like anime fans, like that whole culture, because I just think it's cringe, and the way people treat it and everything. It's super cringe. But but ultimately, I do love the art. Like that, once you look at the anime and you forget about the people and their interpretations of it, it's like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and honestly, Berserk is like almost everything that I've ever wanted to see in a art form and a storyline and everything. The aesthetic, Berserk. He's like that classic sort of Sigma existentialist male, brooding. All of that, and the animation is beautiful, and it's gothic, and I love it. So yeah, I've been watching that, and I'm gonna continue to watch that and continue to progress. And I'm also trying to learn about all these people, that historical figures that are gonna be having an impact in my life. One is a forbidden one that I won't speak his name, but you know, there's that, and then one is John F. Kennedy, and then the other is Oppenheimer. I want to learn about Oppenheimer. Yes, because of the movie, but even more because of that. And there's one more figure that I need, and then there's other people, just other artists in general, like Salvador Dali. Um, Salvador Dali, he wasn't necessarily an artist, but he was like a business mogul artist, kind of. But Howard Hughes, there was that, and then which he actually was born here in Houston. Like, there's a cemetery. But yeah, overall, you get the point. That's the case. There's a bunch of stuff to learn about many different people that I want to learn about and that I want to educate myself of. And I'm also trying to expand about vocabulary within the English language, obviously, but also learn another language within German. I already know Spanish, but I also got to improve the vocabulary when it comes to that. It's a lot of things, and get back into skating and etc. So, but I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We're gonna make sure that we have a longer stream, that we watch other things, but this was like a short sort of recap and acknowledgement of certain things that I always talk about. But yeah, we'll leave it at that, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and peace.